All right. I think we're ready now. Sorry, I was just a minute late there. My control programs were having a hissy fit today, so we had to fight with stuff. Let's see. We're still in the middle of getting everything fixed up here. Should be good in just a second. There we go. We got that working. All right. Chrono Cross. I want to share with you all a struggle I had last night. I was very interested in playing some Chrono Cross, and then I remembered I had to actually play it live on stream. The struggles of streaming. Alright. Where we last left off, folks, we had... Let's see. Ah, yes. So, we finished off doing what we needed to do here at the manor. And we were supposed to go head off in the direction of Fort Dragonia. However, we have some stuff to do here. I came back. Off stream, I finished feeding our dragons, so I got myself my iron vest. Because no one wants to watch me do that for 100 feeds. And I think that's all we did off stream this time. We built up a little bit of a cushion now as far as money with all this Viper Manor stuff. So, let's see, we need to come in here because we need to grab ourselves a Lucia. Ah. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna do this the right way. I forgot we need to go find Lucia before we go down there. So, we're gonna restart that scene. Alright. This is down. We need to go up. Up, up, up. Up and away. Right. I'm gonna get Lucia just for the sake of completionism, but we're not really gonna use her because Guile's better. So this is kind of a wasted exercise, but you know, whatever. Hey, Lucia. This homosap flower is called Neopheo. As it matures, it will behave just like a human. However, this Neopheo is like no other. It is a power... How do we do that in a German accent? It is a powerful type with the ability to use elements. Struggling over that one. Naturally, it was I who improved it. Oh ho 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 ho. One is able to train it if it blossoms, but a life sparkle is necessary for that. I have pinpointed the whereabouts of a life sparkle in a marsh east of Arnie village. I sent some of our dragoons to retrieve it. However, none have returned. It is a shame, but I cannot allow any more loss of life. I suggest you stay away from that marsh if you wish to live. Ah, poor Neopheo. Just stuck sitting there, waiting for us. Sight scope, alright, let's see, probably Guile? I think Guile has the lowest hit percentage. Oh no, it's Glenn, alright. let's go ahead and remove the knee pad and give him a sight scope. Alright, let's see, what do we have on you? Yeah, I think everyone else is equipped pretty much as best they can be. Let's run back downstairs now and see the little cutscene down in Lucia's lab the way it should have been done. Alright. Oh, Viper Manor doors are such a pain. About to get to the worst door problem area in the game though, so we're not done with that problem yet. What are you doing? Hahaha. I'm still new around here, so I got lost and ended up in here by mistake. Don't worry, I wasn't snooping around or anything. Really. It's definitely not suspicious when people deny allegations you haven't even made. Alright. So Lucy is gonna go get all annoyed over here. What is it you want? We're gonna go ahead and have her come with us. Without Pip, I really do not have anything to research. I guess the time is right. I'm sure I can find some interesting research material if I tag along with you. I will join you. Oh ho 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 ho. Alright, she assimilated into our party. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and not change her name. And we are going to not put her in the party right now, because like I said, Guile. Woof, Guile is so much better. Not to mention his element grid is amazing. Alright. So we got that. Wolf! Hey, Strike. Good timing, we're barely getting started here. Hey, a silver earring. Alright. So for those of you who haven't watched me before, which I don't think is really anyone if you're coming from Wolf, we are playing the Chrono Cross hard mod right now. So everything is ramped up to about 13. Luckily we have some decent gear now, so we're not struggling on the random trash mobs for 15 minutes like we were at the beginning of the game. Alright, we just finished running around in Viper Manor here. We got ourselves a Lucia, which we're never going to use because she's not very good. But we had to get her anyway. We are now off in case the... Oh, I don't remember if we can go out this way. We cannot. Alright, we're going to have to go out through the forest. We are now off to be pirates. I don't think we need to earn our mini stars yet. So this might be just a waste of time, but let's see. If we get nothing from this fight, we'll turn on no encounters and we'll just get out of here. Let's send a wand bursting through this guy's chest, because that'll feel good. I don't know about you, but nothing quite wakes me up in the morning like a wand bursting through my chest. Hey, thanks, Great House. I appreciate it. This is the first thing I've streamed so far on here, but the plan is to keep going with things like this. Generally heavily modded, in particular in the form of difficulty, versions of games. I'm thinking about doing the extreme mod for Super Mario RPG after we're done with this guy. That's going to be a while. We're only, you know, a tenth of the way through this game so far, so nothing yet. You know, nothing on the docket yet, but Absolutely, TJ. What's life for if we're not playing the hardest things we can? All right, let's see. What we need to do, we definitely need to go back to our boat here. Well, you know what? You take it easy, TJ. I'll do the hardest things I can, and somewhere in the middle, it'll balance out. How about that? Let's see. Oh, what do we want to do now? Is there anything we need to do before we run off to get trapped in a little side track in this game? Let me think. So we've definitely explored. Let's turn on our world name here so that we can actually see where we are. So we are in another. Actually, we have to be in another, that's right, because we went the Glen route, not the Kid route. So we don't actually have the ability to switch yet. Alright, so there's no changing universes, so we can't go back and grab stuff we missed there. So what we do need to do, we've completed everything we can do in Hydra Marsh and Viper Manor for now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. This is really early in the stream to do this, but we're gonna ask you a question. Do we go to Hydra Marsh and get ourselves a life sparkle to go and bring to life Neofeo, or do we go be pirates? Arr. We'll give you something like 30 seconds to Oh, Black Mage, you're so predictable. Darky. Well, we're gonna do them both eventually either way, Black Mage. So, it doesn't really matter on that level. Yes. You know what, White? We'll do this just for you. Yep, just for you, Wolf. We'll go and get ourselves a Neofeo. Several years ago, when all the Hydra died off, this woodland became covered with a thick fog, and the waters became polluted and acidic. But the real cause was us humans killing off the flora and fauna. I just hope we don't come to regret the destruction we caused. Alright, we've already... I don't remember when we did it. It must have been the first stream right after we arrived in this world. I think I ran up the stock and grabbed ourselves the safety gear, so we don't actually have to worry about the poison levels in this area. Let's see. Just taking a quick lay of the land, trying to remember where everything is in this zone. So we are going to have to go up that way and then down. Alright. Do we have ourselves... We do not! Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I led you all astray. We have to go to the pirate ship first. Here, I'll show you all why we have to go to the pirate ship first, in case no one is super familiar with this game. Let's try to go down the plant. Kapash. Are you alright, Serge? The toxin levels seem to be higher here than at the entrance. The plants must have mutated. I'm a screw up. I forgot to grab us the green tinkler. Let's see, you know what? I'm not gonna let you guys down. You wanted Neofeo, so let's see. We're gonna see if we can run back over to Guldo real quick. I don't remember if we have that ability right now at this point in the game, but let's find out. Actually, we definitely do. The boat was left for our use, so we can go where we like. All right, let's go get ourselves a tinkler, everyone. A green tinkler. If your tinkler is green, please see your doctor. Running over to Guldo real quick. Into the bar. This is probably the single most missed detail in the whole game, for people who aren't familiar with this game. We have to talk to the dwarf here. Let's see, what's a good dwarf voice? Let's go for a Snow White and the Seven kind of voice. So, that wind brings back memories. Hey boy, you're from the main island. Do you know the Hydra Marshes? It's the forest to the southeast. Although they're called the Hydra Marshes, there are no more hydras there. Everyone left that forest after the hydras died off. I too left the forest. Hi ho, hi ho. That place ain't fit for living creatures anymore. Then we talk to him again because this game likes to hide things behind multiple chat interactions. Hi ho, the plants in the marshes respond to the sounds of this tinkler. It ain't no good to me anymore. Here, I'll give this to you, boy. You just go up to a plant and ring it, like that. The plant will open up a path without you touching it. Hi ho, hi ho. Alright, we've got ourselves a green tinkler. Onwards and upwards. Back to Hydra we go. You know what? Actually, I don't want to leave everyone in suspense, but we're going to actually take a couple of quick little detours here. Let's see. We're going to go to water. We have ourselves an iron vest for Surge and a steel swallow, and I believe we gave ourselves also a steel sword, but we would like to get ourselves as much into iron as we can. So here's some more iron. Little tip for anyone who's gotten to this point in the game. This island is absolutely cram-packed with free iron for the taking. We are, I think, going to have to fight this Scorpo, though. Little Scorpo boy here's... He might actually... Given that we're not really supposed to be here yet, this guy might actually pose as a challenge. Let's see how this goes. He is blue. So let's go ahead and... We have a lot of blues allocated because we were expecting to fight reds. Let's go ahead and hit him with some greens real quick. It's at least not blue. And that'll also boost our damage when we get to Glen here. So... Aha. Let's give him the old chest burster treatment again. Alright, he's not even looking sad yet, folks. This is gonna be a tough... Oh, he's limping. He heard some depressing news. And he's limping. Alright, we got him. That wasn't as hard as I was expecting. What we are not going to do, though, is go to Earth Dragon Isle. Definitely not. Nice level up for Surge there. Great mini growth. Let's see, Mega's got a halfway decent one, that's fine. I wish he would get more of a magic bump, that's what he's here for. Glenn got a pretty crappy one, but at least he got strength, which is his primary stat, so we'll live with it. Alright, let's grab ourselves another iron, this will be good. So we've got a couple irons now. I do believe there aren't more irons up here. Let me check. Alright, there's another iron. I am misremembering. And another one. Woohoo! Alright. The fairies here just tell us to go away because they don't like people. Let's see. Have you come to this island seeking Dragon God? If so, please turn back now. Due to the abnormal weather conditions, the fountain is run completely dry. This island, once called the Island of Springs, is desolate as you now see. I'm sure everyone, now that I've given you ear cancer, I don't, I'm sorry, you know, if you want to leave, I totally understand. Alright, let's see. I don't believe there's anything we can do at Marbule at this point. Let's go ahead and give it a check. I know we're going to get a stone thrown in our face. Get out, humans! Ow! Right to the temple. Let's see about the bro of G's shop here. Hey, welcome to G's shop, baby. Don't worry, I still deal with non-demi humans. Let's see what bro of G has to sell. We have ourselves plenty of all these. We have turn blue. The only one of these we don't have for turns is red. I think at some point we just find one, but you know what? Let's grab ourselves one, just in case we need it. He has all the buffs and debuffs here, but I don't think we're going to worry about that too much. We probably don't really need that very much. You know what? We are, however. Ooh, yeah. Some aqua balls. Let's just grab a couple of aqua balls while we're here. Those are definitely going to be handy. We're not going to worry about weak-minded. Magnify, we have 2 of. We're good. We're good on that. So, yeah, we're just gonna call that good. Thanks, baby. Let's run ourselves out of here. Onwards. The part is not open there yet. Alright, Earth Dragon Isle, like I said, we were going to skip. Those guys will absolutely kick the crap out of us if we try to go there right now. We are, however, going to take a quick pit stop in the Isle of the Damned. Actually, one quick second. Let me double check something. Yes, okay. Alright, let's run our happy asses up here, and here we go. For another piece of skelly. Well, I guess technically a lot of little pieces of skelly. Some mixed bones. Oh man, I don't know which bone is which, see? I'll just connect whatever's C. And then we're also going to run down over to this corner. I don't remember what's in here, but I know there's something. Alright, an eyeball. You know what? That makes perfect sense. Of course it was an eyeball. Come on, look at this place. Of course it was an eyeball. Alright, we have to go to Hermit's. Trying to think here though. I know what happens at Hermit's, so I'm trying to make sure we have everything we can do before we go to Hermit's here. Let's see. If we look at our equipment real quick. Like I said, we have an iron vest, we have a couple of coppers. Alright. We're gonna run over and make ourselves some iron real quick. We definitely want at least, let's say, 2 pieces of iron mail. I think will hold us over for now. Yes, exactly, White Wolf. It is an eyeball. I like to imagine that a wolf got loose on that island and he ate someone and then he spit out the eye because he didn't like the eye goop. So there you go. There's your tie into this game, Wolf. You're a featured character. Welcome. This here's the official blacksmith of the Acacia Dragoons. We carry only the best goods. Come and take a look. I'm sure most of you in chat have gone fishing before. Fish eyes, lovely, lovely fish eyes. Alright, let's get ourselves a couple of iron mail. We don't need much other than that. Let's see what weapons we could do. Now that we have a few iron, we could think about upgrading some weapons. I prepared a list of the characters that are actually useful for this run, since we're doing hard mode. And let me see if any one of these characters really needs a new piece of equipment. So while we are Surge, we are only going to be using Lena, Kid, Guile, Glenn. Obviously, Kid's out of commission right now. Glenn already has steel. I don't believe Lena has steel. No, she does not. Let's see. So we have our sword. What we might do... We will be fighting Reds in a little while, so you know what? We are going to go ahead and give Lena a better weapon. Let's see, Mojo and Poshel are basically useless in this run. I would say the same thing for Greco, basically always. He might be kind of a fun character, but he's not very good. Let's see. We already have Glenn with that. You know what? Let's give ourselves a better rod. Let's polish up our rod, everyone. All right. We'll not worry about Lucia. All right. Let's go equip our new stuff. She's just gonna tear our ear off about rainbow equipment again, because what we definitely need to do is learn about rainbow equipment 25 hours before we ever have any hope of getting any. Alright, let's see. So, they're in iron. Let's give him iron. Ah, yes, we probably should do something about our helmets. I think it's too late, though. We've used up most of our iron now. After we do the next step of the actual story, we'll be able to improve that. But let's go ahead and give Lena her improved weapon. Then let's unequip or dismantle some stuff. Shinzoka! Hey, how's it going? We're about to go acquire a new member of the family in this game. Let's get rid of... How many copper do we have? We have a couple of copper. Let's... Do we need the accessories, though? The materials. We don't really. Let's take the money instead. Let's keep one, just in case we want to swap our equipment. Little trick for those of you who don't want to make 37 pieces of the newest best equipment is keep one of your last tier equipment, and then you'll be able to swap it over to your party without having to worry about it. This is Jinzoka. We're playing on hard mode. We have a bunch of other mods as well, visual and audio. But yeah, I'm sure you'll notice as we play that all the music are orchestral renditions of the original soundtrack. So they're a little bit more high fidelity. But yes, you'll be seeing some wonderfully entertainingly annoying fights soon here. We're going to be going to let's see. If we disassemble our poultice cap, we'll get a shiny. Poultice does protection against burns. We'll keep that for now because we will be doing some red fighting soonish. We have all the armor and weapons we need right now. Okay. I think we're done faffing about with our equipment for the moment. Let's head on over to acquire our new member of the family here. Personally, one of my more favorite members of the family, however, not one of the strongest, so we probably won't be seeing much play with them in this run, but they are cool. Alright, now that we have ourselves a green Tinkler, and you just got here, Jin, so I'm going to remind everyone again, if your Tinkler is green, please go see a doctor. Alright, now that we have our green Tinkler, we're going to go ahead and come down here. These guys are just chaff, and we've already gotten our mini star, so we don't need to be wasting our time fighting them. That's right, White. Don't let your Tinkler be green. Friends don't let their friends have a green Tinkler. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go down here and get this chest. A bad eye! Cool. That might be useful in this coming fight. It's not really a very hard fight, though. I don't think we have to worry about that. There's another free copper. And while we're here, before we forget, we are going to head on down this way and get ourselves a piece of skelly. There's something on the ground. Serge found a good backbone. Now I remember. I had really good posture, see? Must have been the proper upbringing old Grandma gave me, see? Grandma, that's right. I was raised by my grandma. I wonder how she's doing. I bet she's worried sick, see? If you aren't aware, because you either haven't played this game before or because you're just wrong, Skelly talks like Al Capone. That's official canon. You heard it here first, folks. I got a tablet. And then we're just going to run down here and grab this chest real quick. And now we have finished looting this place. Now we have all the copper we could ever need. Which is unfortunate because we want iron now. Screw copper. Yeah, it's easy to forget Jin. I think Skelly's one of my favorite characters. That's part of the reason I always go out of my way to get him as early as possible. The only thing we're missing for him right now... Ooh, what are we missing? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We gotta do this for... Actually, you know what? Let's check this real quick. Draggy is a good boy, too. I absolutely agree. Let's see. So we have the mixed bones. So that came from Isle of the Damned. Oh! I know what we didn't get. Okay. We'll do that. Oh, excuse me. My throat's having a rough time today. Let's see. So what we are missing is the last piece from Water Dragon Isle because I forgot to talk to the guy on the isle. So we will do that after we deal with the Neo-Fio situation here. This fight should be pretty straightforward. These guys are pretty easy. However, I do realize at the moment that we are going to auto-allocate the whole party because I have them all equipped with a bunch of green elements right now, and we're about to fight a couple of green guys, so that would not be super positive of an experience. So we're going to go ahead and toss in a few yellows here. We will give you Ice Lance and Electro Jolt. Here we go. Then we have Recover All, and we have an Ice Blast, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's as good as it gets for us right now, is Ice Blast. Dwaggy. Dwaggy is one of the best characters. I definitely enjoy the fact there's something about the characters that have super obvious speech markers that makes them very fun to have in the party, because then I don't have to go out of my way to try to actually do a somewhat valid accent. I can just go all in on the ham. Dwaggy Posho is a fun one too. Mojojo is always fun. Let's see. What do we want for level 2? We don't want Hellsoul, because as anyone who's played this game knows, Hellsoul is crap. I almost never use it. It has only like a 20% chance of ever doing anything. And yeah, we're definitely not going to waste Magus's time on Hellsoul. Let's give him an Electro Jolt real quick. Let's get rid of the capsule and just give him a second Electro Jolt. He can have Bad Eye, why not? Actually, you know what? No. We don't want to waste a debuff on our big scary boy here, so we'll give him a Gravity Blow. So he has a couple Gravity Blows and a couple of Electro Jolts. That's good for him. Tablets, absolutely worthless at this point in the game. We will keep Bushwhacker. Actually, yes, we will, because he's green. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to put that Bad Eye down here. Alright. I couldn't agree more, Jin. Hellsoul is straight Garbo. I would argue there are some use cases for Hellbound. Hellbound has some uses, only because it's like double the percentage of actually proccing as Hellsoul. But even with that, it's pretty niche. I still don't really use it very much. Pretty much I only toss Hellbound on Black Innates and call it good. Let's see, and no, this mod makes no changes whatsoever to the effectiveness of elements at all. So all it does is straight nerf us, no buffs. I will say, to a small degree, it does inadvertently make tablets worthwhile, in that in the early fights in the game, if you want to go back and watch the VODs, Jin, you can watch me struggle against Komodos. The Komodos are so tough in this mod that I had to go through like 10 tablets fighting, just doing the Komodo fights. So they do inadvertently become useful on that level. Let's see. We're going to get rid of capsules because I personally think that's a waste of a slot at this point. We're going to give him an Arrow Saucer as his ultimate, even though we're fighting yellows, because we're not going to bother casting yellows with Glenn. That's not his job. His job is to smack people in the face. Really, really hard. We'll go ahead and give him a Meteorite and Aqua Ball. I think this looks like a fairly good configuration for Glenn. We have you with your yellows, and we have Guile with his yellows and blacks. So I think we're doing all right. I'm going to give you a second, Jin, because I think you're one of the people who actually knows things about this game. I want you to take a quick second and glance at those stats on my party. And I want you to gasp in shock and horror at how low the stats have been modified in this in this version of the game. Indeed, Jin, that is the correct reaction. Indeed. So those are our stats after 8 growth levels. So you can only imagine where they started when we began the game. That's about growth level 1 stats. Oh yeah, that's the that is different, Jin. That is the image that Surge was given in the what was it called? The crossover for Another Eden. I can't remember what it was called. Something Dreams. We have everyone equipped as well as we can. Alright. Let's do this fight. Wahaha! Rare flower that only be grown in poisonous marshes. Indeed, Jin. You are correct. Your memory is good. Finally, it be ours, all because the Hydra be extinct now. Mwahaha! Humans destroyed the ecosystem that kept the water clean, that be why the Hydra died out. With the ruler of the forest dead, the dwarves be gone now, this forest belonging to us. What are those two talking about? What be you looking at? Pretty impressive. Oh man, I am sorry. My throat is going to be a problem today. Pretty impressive making it through the poison marshes, but there be nothing here. Get lost. Beat it. No, wait. They must be pretty weak from the poison. Let's have some fun with them. The Snib and Stob goblins are not your friends in this game, folks. Public service announcement. If you go walking through the Hydra marshes, do not try to shake hands with the Snib and Stob goblins. Wahaha, not a bad idea. Let's tear them up. If I remember correctly, there's nothing particularly special about this fight. It's just a normal goblin fight, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. Let's see. We're going to speed this up because we don't want to be here for 10 years. Alright. Another XCOM miss. Let's hit him with an Electro. Yeah, that makes sense, Jin. If you've been Surge for a while, you aren't used to seeing Surge's art. Yeah, it is. The normal Surge art is kinda... He's very placid looking. In the Radical Dreamers art, he's very determined. He looks like he's about to run off on a mission. Oh yeah. Our running off and getting the, getting this iron equipment is really helping us out here. These guys are gonna be a pushover because we're basically overgeared for this area. They want us to be doing this with copper right now. Alright. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's hit him with an Ice Blast, because Jin reminded me how good Ice Blast is at this level. I have a question for you, White. Alright, we got ourselves a Life Sparkle. Woot! Now we can go get ourselves a Neo Feo. So what we're gonna do is we are going to run out of here. We're going to turn off encounters again because these guys, like I said, they're pretty pushovers right now that we're overgeared. The centipedes might not be though. I don't know if we want to fight those. Go ahead and get ourselves down this pillar here. Let's shake our green tinkler at it real quick. All right. And oh yeah, I got sidetracked for a second there, Wolf. The little gif of the cackling wolf there, should I interpret that as like, have you ever seen a video of like a husky getting tickled? That's what I imagine when I see your gif there. The manipulator from the New Game Plus. Yeah, I think it's a really good addition to the game, Jin. It helps a lot with getting through some of this stuff, especially, you know, we would have been fighting our way through like 4 fights trying to get out of here. Let's see, can we beat this guy up now? Yes, we can. All right. Yes, I recognize it as a Kek, but it's a wolf Kek, so clearly it has to be a, you know, something more dog-like in sound rather than frog-like. All right, let's see. Yeah, I would say to a large degree this game would be somewhat obnoxious for those of us who have played this game every year for the last 23 years. I wouldn't imagine who that would be. If we didn't have access to things like the speed up and the fight dodge. It really helps a lot with just getting through some of these mobs. Let's see. I agree with you, Jin. Favorite game of all time. I'm glad to see it back in the spotlight, even though sadly this category on Twitch has not really been getting a lot of attention, but you know, that's not going to stop me from playing my favorite game of all time. Alright, he's a sad boy. Let's try to finish him off with a little bit of ice. Yeah, I would say Chrono Cross was basically the red-headed stepchild of Square Enix games for the last 20 years here. Always living in the closet, never allowed to come to the table for supper. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Fio who is Neo. Alright. Blossom? Hi! I'm Neo Fio. So you must be my master. Nice to meet you, bud. One thing I always appreciate about this game does not have any shame about the puns. They will go for the puns full stop all game. You know what? Since everyone's so excited about getting Neo Fio, in particular Wolf, we are going to use Neo Fio just for a quick minute here. What we're going to do, we beat up the front robot, so we can, I'm pretty sure we can go back out the front door now. Yeah, what's your, oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense, Jin. Yeah, no, given that I was going hard mod, I decided Kid was out of the picture this run. Because we need the late game power of Glenn's dual Einlancer pretty badly in this version. Some of these fights in the late game are going to really kick our ass, so since we helped this guy out, he's going to give us a free restore. Not that I think we needed it, but what we are going to do is I want to come up here and check. I don't remember. I could have just checked my menu, but you know, why do things the easy way? We're going to come up here and check real quick if we can make an iron glove. Yes, we can. We have just enough equipment to make one iron glove. So what we're going to do is we're going to give Neo an iron. I'm fairly certain they start with copper. Yes, they do. Okay. So we are also going to swap out Glenn's equipment real quick for copper. And that way we can give... We are actually going to swap Surge into Mail, and we're going to give Neo the vest. Because if there's one thing Neo benefits from, it's a higher dodge rate. If I had a cape, the cape would definitely be going on Neo, but I'm fairly certain at this point in the game there's no way to get a cape. Not quite yet. So, before we forget and head off to where we're supposed to go, let's go get ourselves an Al Capone sound-alike. I'm pretty positive we only have the one last piece to get. Alright, so we just gotta go and talk to this guy real quick. I found this thing at the dried up waterfall. It's kinda creepy, so I'll give it to you for free. Oh, no thanks needed. Yeah, okay, dude. You're gonna give us a creepy bone and you imply that we should thank you? Jesus Christ, man. These people are so needy. Ah, don't mention it. I have nothing to do with it now, so see ya! We got ourselves some sturdy ribs. Yeah, see, I had a pretty good physique, see. Did I ever tell you I did acrobatics? Hey, that's right, I used to be a clown in the circus. There, the foot bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the knee bone. Alright, I'll shut up. But seriously, thanks a lot, guys, I'm finally in one piece. I'm sure we'll meet again, somewhere, someday. One of these days, I'll return the favor. Well, it's gonna be this day, because I'm an impatient man, and I'm not about to let us go through all that work to bring Skelly back, and then just not get him. So now that we're done here, we're just gonna go right back to where we were. I promise we'll make some actual progress soon here. Alright, up to Grandma's house we go. Strange, that clock hasn't moved for ages. I'm home, she. That voice, could that be you? It's me, Skelly. I've come back home, see? Skelly? Oh, Skelly, come over here and let me hug you. Grandma. Skelly. Skelly, why are you so thin? Haven't you been eating well? Grandma, I don't know how to break this to you, but... It's alright, Skelly. I'm just so happy that you are back. Must have been very hard on you. Don't leave again, Skelly. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna take him right away. Oh, don't cry so much. My clothes are going to get all wet. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm so happy, see? You always told me not to hold back tears of joy. Skelly. Alright, let's give him a minute with his grandma, and then come right back. Alright, Skelly, that's enough reunion for you. Nyak, nyak, nyak. Thanks, man. Thanks to you guys, I can hang with Grandma again. Ask me if there's anything I can help you with. Alright, Skelly. We're gonna confirm, we're not gonna swap him into the party right now because he also uses glove, and we don't really want two glove users that, you know, we can't give our best stuff to. So, he's also, as fun as he is, definitely not nearly as strong as Guile. What we're gonna do is real quick, we are gonna take a quick diversion into the Shadow Forest. And the reason we're gonna do this is just to get a fight with Neofio, get a look at Neofio's glory, and also what we want to do is get Neofio a mini growth. I forgot to throw the elements on Neofio. We'll do that after this. Alright, these iron weapons are making some short work of these enemies. This is going pretty well for us. Alright, so you didn't see Neofio, Wolf, so here's the glory that is Neofio. I'm sure you didn't expect him to have crazy hentai tentacle arms, but there you go. Let's go ahead and pop this guy. Neofio ate a lot of watermelon and stored up the seeds for later, it looks like. Alright, there's our mini growth for Neofio. Unless I am insanely mistaken, we just got something quite nice for that fight too. Oh, we did. We got ourselves a bush basher. That is going to be useful. Oh, 30 hours and you're at the first dragon relic, huh, Jin? Yeah, I don't honestly know how long this playthrough is gonna take. We're gonna go back to our power team now for the next fight because this is gonna be a boss fight right away here. Let's go ahead and swap Neo's armor over again. So the thing about this playthrough is we are going to run into some walls that we're going to have to find our way past with some of these bosses. However, I do know everywhere to go at all times, so that's going to save us some time. Let's see, do we have anyone? I don't know if we've allocated elements to anyone, so let's just go through and clear out everything real quick, just to make sure we don't have any elements sitting on the sidelines that we should be using. Little trick for those of you who aren't familiar with this game, super easy way to just clear all your elements. Just go down the list and hit triangle. Let's see. We'll allocate to the party. We'll move this around a little bit. And, you know what? Given that I know what we're about to fight, Serge is going to take all of the white elements we possibly can give him. Let's see, we have a recover. We can keep the Ice Blast, that's fine. Actually, you know what? No, because what we want to do is basically get rid of Guile's blacks. Even though this is, in my opinion, heresy, we're going to be giving Guile a bunch of whites, and we will give him that Ice Blast that we took from Surge. There we go. And let's get rid of this tablet. I'm a little bit pedantic about the order I arrange my elements in. I apologize if it bothers you that I'm spending this much time with sorting my stuff. I have a set order that I put my elements in, and if they're not in that order, I'm going to wonder where the hell my elements are. I always start with the heals on top, and then I go in color order of attacks. I know. I'm a crazy person, but what are you going to do? So we have an Aqua Ball, and a Bush Basher, so we're good there. Let's go with our Photon Ray. Alright, and then I think we're pretty good here. You know what? Actually, yeah, we're going to leave this the way it is. Alright. Let's go give ourselves another combat against my favorite character in the game, which, you know, is always sad that we have to fight, but it is what it is. Let's give ourselves a little save before this fight, because I have not done this fight in this difficulty, so let's see how hard this gets. Alright, time for the next bit of story here. What on earth happened? Could Lynx have done this? That is correct. Maybe not. The correct answer is, I did this under Monsieur Lynx's orders. Salut, Serge. Did you miss moi? Haro, what have you done with Radius? Ooh la la, Glenn. You're all fired up. Oh. Tell me. Tisk tisk tisk. Excuse-moi, Serge, but do you know why I burned this place to the ground? Let's go ahead and have her tell me. I don't think it actually matters in that dialogue. Well, first of all, to teach you all a lesson. And second of all, to get rid of that geezer who lives here. He is an ally of the Acacia Dragoons, and I hear he's quite skilled. I was disappointed to see that the geezer isn't here. I wonder where he went. And one more thing, Serge. Monsieur Lynx gave moi another order. That is to slow down your pursuit. Here I go. One sad thing about this fight is that because we don't have Kid here, whereas if we would have taken the other path, we could have had Kid here. The problem with this fight without Kid is that we don't get to steal from Harl, so that is unfortunate. If I recall correctly, we can get dancing shoes here, which, not exactly the best item in the game, but they can be useful on some characters, in particular Marcy, Neofio, all the characters that we want to be giving good dodge anyway. Alright, I think with our iron equipment, we're a little bit overgeared for this lady right now, so this fight should not be very hard at the moment. see. We are going to hit her with a photon ray. Keep the white going. Alright, yeah, she's almost done already. Mon Dieu! Je suis okay. I'm gonna confess here. I took French in school, and yet I still do not know how to say Je suis vaincu, I assume? I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure what vaincu is here, but... If there are any French scholars in chat, feel free to explain to me what vaincu is supposed to be here. Alright, level 3, white element. Ooh la la, you really are strong, très fort, Serge. Well, that's all the fun for today. Au revoir, Serge. Are you one of Lynx's minions? Radius, you are safe. Ho ho, is that you, Glenn? It's been a while. You seem well. I'm glad you are safe. Yes. Miss Riddell had informed me that Lynx and the General were heading to Fort Dragonia. I played it safe and went into hiding for a while, and it looks like Lynx did pay me a visit. I'm sure the General has no idea what happened here. Lynx is the one behind all this. I had a feeling something like this might happen. That is why I made sure to build a sturdy stronghold underground. I believe it should still be intact. Lynx must be plotting something. By the way, Glenn, who are these people? Oh, they are... Well, no sense standing out here. Please come in. I see. Trying to remember. I don't believe there are hidden items in Radius's underground area here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jin. I do not believe we can find elements or anything like that hidden in this zone. Yes, I once wielded a sword as a proud member of the Acacia Dragoons. Glenn's father, Garai, the blacksmith Zappa, and I used to tear up the battlefield. But that was a good 15 years ago. When Garai lost his life on the Central Continent, I vowed to become his son's guardian. I officially retired 4 years ago after Dario received his father's sword, the Einlanzer. I have been here ever since, living a carefree life away from the rest of the world. However, Dario is no longer with us. Life is so unpredictable. It was then that Lynx approached General Viper. He spoke of the legendary treasure, the Frozen Flame, which is able to heal all illnesses and fulfill any dreams. I do not know what this man Lynx is plotting, but I believe General Viper intends to overthrow the nation of Por with the power of this legendary jewel. Por is a nation governed by militarism. It has brought suffering to many people on the central continent of Xenon. Anyone who's familiar with Chrono Trigger will remember Por from the previous game. Perhaps the General envisions a bright and peaceful world, much like Guardia was at one time. Or is he planning to find the answer as to why we have continued to hurt and kill each other since antiquity? In any case, I no longer wish to involve myself in any conflicts. Besides, there is no way I would want to face General Viper in battle. Young one, should you plan to engage in battle with Lynx, beware. He is a fearsome man. I suggest you rest here for the night and leave in the morning. There are many cursed spirits wandering the seas around here. Oh, foreshadowing. Rumor has it that they attack ships and suck the souls out of humans. We'll get ourselves a little nap. Time to throw ourselves right into this. Let's see. Take care of yourself. Alright, I didn't think he had much of anything to say. Let's go ahead and move out. The ground here is hot. Vegetation won't be able to grow here. That will be relevant later. Another one of my more favorite characters in this game. Perhaps my favorite character, actually, even though he's pretty not great as far as power level. Let's see, we did it. We equipped everyone. We gave them a bunch of whites and etc. So I think we're good, actually. We don't have to worry too much about shuffling around equipment. I believe we fixed everyone's stuff here. Yes. Silver earrings are basically worthless in this game, so we won't worry about that much. Burns are not relevant yet. Okay. Let's do a quick save. And let's go into the fog, which has a visibility of near 0. I always found this little moment kind of amusing. They're rowing. We pull up to the side and they just stop rowing. Very, considerate of them to allow us to pull up to the side of their ship. Could this be the ghost ship? Well, what are we waiting for? You are right. We will not be able to navigate our boat in this fog. Nodders from Surge. Speaking of Into the Thick of It, this has absolutely nothing to do with anything, but Black Mage reminded me of this. Has anyone watched the show The Thick of It? If you have not, very, very good British show. What is this? Who are you? Make way for Captain Fargo. Arr, you seem to be a bit young for one of Lynx's subordinates. Well, who cares? What do you want from us? That's up to you. But first things first. What is your intention? Don't play stupid. We know you're trying to get to Mount Pyre. We saw General Viper's and Lynx's ships anchored nearby. Are you trying to deliver them a message? Is that it? That is untrue. Huh? Are you serious? Explain yourselves. I see. So that explains why you're after Lynx. But don't you know you're risking your lives? Don't you recognize the danger associated with Lynx? He's a monster, a cold-blooded monster, an incarnation of death. To be frank with you, we've had our share of encounters with Lynx too. But that was a long time ago. Ever since then, we've had to disguise ourselves as this here ghost ship. So you're gonna face Lynx, eh? That's easy to say, but... what are you getting at? Bring out you know what. Aye, Captain Fargo. I just want to see if you youngsters can match up to the likes of Lynx. Just making sure you're not all talk. Looks like they're ready. Let's see what you can do. Alright. Now we're gonna fight some mana wars again. Should go pretty quickly here, as we saw from that Harrow fight. We're a little bit overpowered with our iron equipment right now. So let's go ahead and hit someone with a meteor. And another meteor. Wow, look at this. The enemies have caught up to our iron. We're not cutting through them like we were with those previous couple fights. Now, let's go for the one that's injured. Target priority here. Alright. Let's dash and slash. Good hit, Surge. And one last hit with a photon. Alright. No bonus there. We weren't expecting one. We've already gotten our growth stars, or our mini growths. Just loosening you up. Time to get serious. Polly. It's always a little disappointing that there's not a cracker command in this fight. Alright, Polly is red, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, Polly is red. We didn't equip ourselves with blues, but that's okay. We can still make this work. Well, there we go. There's a good blue. Maybe, well, he's boss, so he won't be frozen, but that's okay. He'll still get a nice hurt. TJ's back. Everyone rejoice. TJ is back. No, you did not. I'm offended. I'm offended beyond reason. I rescind my apparent apprenticeship that White Wolf volunteered. I don't really know what happened, but apparently there was a whole thing there that I missed. Alright, let's go ahead and do a dash and slash on this guy. Get ourselves a dead Polly. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll take some crockpot dinner. What's what's on the docket for supper, TJ? The most appetizing cut of pork. Did you keep the did you put in the pork honeycomb as well with it? And if anyone doesn't know what that is, don't look it up. You don't want to know. Alright, let's go ahead and heal our wayward Mr. Glenn here. If you've ever been to like a budget grocery store or something and you've been in the in the section where they keep all the offal, you will know that pork honeycomb is basically coiled up pork intestine. They also do, you know, beef honeycomb and whatever. It's not specific to pork, but... You know, I don't know that I've ever really had tripe. I'm sure I've eaten tendon before. That's almost impossible to not do when you have, you know, a nice cut of meat and stuff. But let's see. We got ourselves a growth level. Let's see what we get out of this. Ooh, a nice one for Surge. Everything went up by a little bit. Strength's quickly outpacing Glenn here, which is not good for Glenn. Magus still didn't get a magic up. I'm getting a little annoyed. That's like 3 growth levels in a row where we didn't get a magic increase on Magus. At least we got an HP and strength on Glenn though, so that's good. Yeah, that makes sense, TJ. I lived in... So, eating pho. And for those of you who don't know, who haven't had it before, yes, that is pronounced pho. I lived in Seattle for... I can't even remember for sure now. I want to say it was about 6 years. And there's a pho place on just about every single street corner in the general Seattle area. Yeah, pho Q is a nice one. Pho Q is a really nice one. What was another one that was pleasant? I want to say in Seattle there was one called Pho Kumi. I can't remember how they spelled it, But it was like fa hyphen q hyphen mi or something like that. So it's fuck me. I was always a big fan of that one. Let's go ahead and use our cure real quick. And if anyone has never had pho, I pity you, because pho is delicious. Yeah. Not bad, mateys. We'll meet again, is what he said. Arr, stronger than I expected. You got me blood boiling. I'm next. I think that's a great idea, Black Mage. All right, so since I'm your apprentice, TJ, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the restaurant, Q, and then we're gonna expand into the food truck business, and we will call the food truck Cups, but instead of a C, it'll be a Q at the front. So it'll be Cups. I think this is a great business plan. Do you wanna write up the loan proposal for us, Black Mage, since you seem to be on top of this? Jolly ho, up and at 'em. Oof, 32 with just a normal attack. He's hitting pretty good here. Oh, this works out so well, Black Mage. When you say technically you're an accountant, what does that mean? Are you a CPA? Let's go ahead and hit with a meteor right here. That's a great plan. That makes sense. Yeah, I will not go out of, I will not go so far as to call myself a graphic designer, but I do, in fact, do graphic design as a hobby in my spare time. I take, 7 different images from games and random stock images and stuff and turn them into backgrounds for myself. So not really so much graphic design as putzing around with graphic design programs. That makes sense. I went to higher education for probably the most useless of all degrees, but I followed my heart. Maybe not the best plan in the modern world, but I went for history. So if anyone ever wants to talk about the progression of society throughout the ages, or in particular the Mediterranean, the history of the Mediterranean region pre-modern would be the correct way to say it. I'm always down for that. Or if you want to talk about the transition of Japanese history during the Edo, also did a lot of work on that. Yeah, that would have been the intent, TJ, but life gets in the way, as it often does. Well, I suppose the distinction there would be, Black Mage, that no one in academic circles says the phrase post-ancient. At least I've never heard it, never read it in a paper. If you can, you know what? Go search JSTOR. Go do a JSTOR search for me, Black Mage, and find me a paper where they use the term post-ancient. I'm waiting. Alright, let's go ahead and smack this guy with a meteor. This might get him going. Now that's smarts. Yeah, absolutely typical. Another growth level here. Let's see if we get what we've been waiting for here. Now That's a mediocre one for Surge, but that's fine. He got a really good one last time. Finally, a good Magus one. I don't really care so much about the resistance or the strength. Who cares about that? The health is nice. What really matters is we got magic. So he is almost twice our next guy in magic now for Magus. Glenn got another strength. That's what matters. Let's heal everyone up. Not bad, matey. But keep in mind, I apologize to anyone who has been too inundated with this meme in the past, but I have to do it because it's just necessary. It's required by law at this moment in the story. But keep in mind, we are a pirate. Surge. It's a tranquilizer made from jellyfish stingers. You lubbers will sleep for a while. Alright. Well, that's that. Arr, stick these landlubbers in the hold. Let me catch up on a couple of messages here that I didn't see while this video plays. Listen, I have no idea what I'm talking about, says Black Mage. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's the way to do it. If you have no idea what you're talking about, just make up shit. As long as you sound confident, no one will know the difference. You want to study pre-ancient. Well, I mean, good luck with that, TJ. You're going to go and... actually, you know what? Within the context of history, that's not really a pursuit, but I think what you would be looking to be is an archaeologist. Postmodern already has a jukebox. Yes, they do, and it is a very good jukebox. I'm a big fan of postmodern jukebox. If you have, in fact... Oops, didn't mean to do that. If you have, in fact, not watched... what is it? They do basically one of my favorite songs ever made is Mad World, and they do a rendition on Postmodern Jukebox of Mad World with what's his name? I want to say it's what, Bubbles the Clown, something like that. But he is an amazing singer who dresses up as like an old school masquerade clown, and his cover of Mad World with Postmodern Jukebox is one of the best pieces of music probably in the modern world. It is a masterpiece. I want to go back in time and study it. I'd be eaten by a dinosaur so fast. I mean, you'd have to go back a long way to be eaten by a dinosaur. Ugh. That's not even pre-ancient at that point. That's just... I mean, you know, you'd have to go back to Mesozoic, Jurassic, something that doesn't even count as the age of humanity in any way. Are you alright, Surge? You do not look so well. Be on your guard. There's something going on outside. Unless, I don't know, maybe you'd go back in time, Black Mage, and you'd, yes, of course. I'm sorry, how dare I? I forgot about, what's the name of that movie? I'm blanking so hard, but it's a raptor and it's like Raptor Pastor or something like that. It's a horrible B movie that involves Velocipaster. That's it. I just got it. Velocipaster. If you want to watch a horrible B movie, Velocipaster is definitely up for grabs there. Wow, stand and watch ain't easy. And don't forget he was carrying the American flag, TJ. What's up with the fog today? You can't even see the water out there. I mean, the OG badass, Jesus. I ain't scared. Didn't they make a movie? What was that horrible parody movie they made where Jesus was like hunting vampires or something? I can't remember the name of that. Ah! Something is up. Oh no! Skelly turned on us. After we spent all that time building him back, Skelly turned on us. Alright, let's turn up the speed on this. We don't want this to take forever. Black Mage says that TJ sounds like his hip, cool youth pastor growing up. Yeah, I remember when the youth pastors wanted to just rap with the kids. Sitting on chairs backwards and wearing backwards baseball caps and playing Christian rap music. That was definitely my childhood. I'm going to refrain from actually reading that comment, TJ, just because I don't want to get a Twitch ban. But yes, I am familiar. In fact, if anyone has not seen that song, please, I implore you, go and look it up. It is one of the most glorious pieces of cringe media I have ever seen in my life. Oh, we got a trap, people. It's a trap! So we'll go ahead and not cast white elements right now, because I do not recall what deadbeats try to trap. I'm going to assume it's either Photon Ray or Meteorite. We can go ahead and do Dash and Slash, because that's attack and therefore cannot be trapped. Alright, there's a mini growth for us. What are these monsters doing here? What is going on? Let's go ahead and... I didn't actually mean to leave that room quite yet. I would like to save before we move on here. Let's go ahead and do a new slot, because we're kind of trapped here, so if something goes horribly awry, we do not want to be stuck here and unable to progress. This door is going to be locked. There's a note. Key duty is a big responsibility. Let's talk to this guy. Arr, looks like you're alright. I thought you were goners when that monster went in. Did not even break a sweat. Aw, Megas is such a cool customer. Tell me, what is going on here? Arr, sorry, but I don't know either. Before I knew what was going on, I was attacked. Go ahead, I won't stop you. Let's go ahead and save this guy from his little Skelly problem here. So there are a couple ways you can go about trying to solve the problem in this area. You can go through and fight every single guy, every single monster that you see, and every single guy that's in trouble in the middle of a fight with one, you can rescue them. Or you can skip all the optional ones, get to the top, and talk to the guy. But what we're going to do, in the interest of time, is we're actually going to kill all of them. And I know that sounds weird, but it actually probably is faster to kill all of them, because if you skip the fights, then you have to come back and start fighting them and hope that the next one you fight will be the one that will be the guy that you save, will randomly be the guy that has the key. If you instead kill all of them as you go, the guy at the end of our little journey here will be the one that has the key. So, instead of trying to figure out who has the key, we'll just know. Heh, I didn't ask you for help. Let's go in this room. How'd you guys get out? Get back in the hole. This sucker's mine. Every once in a while I forget to do the accent. Alright, let's go with a Skelly again. Oh, our iron is serving us very well in this situation right here. Let's go ahead and go for a deadbeat. See if we can screw him up a bit with our attack. And another meteorite. I feel almost dirty using meteorites on Guile, but, you know, what are we gonna do? We just have to because we're fighting blacks. And when you're fighting blacks, you have to use the whites. Please, no one clip that out of context. Okay, let's go with this guy now. Oh wow, 200 on a crit. We got a badass over here, guys. Another couple of mini growths. We're doing well. Another couple irons. We should be, I could have taken that thing myself, you know, but thanks anyway. Here's a Wraith. Why is he not attacking? That was very strange. I've never seen a Wraith just stand there and not actually move into us like that before. Alright, let's go ahead and smack our bitch up. Magus coming in with the clutch here. Another meteorite. Let's just try to get rid of this one. These guys seem to have quite a decent amount of health. Still not sad. Alright, now we've got a sad boy. Let's Photon Ray and get rid of him. And that will also... Oh wow, still not done for, man. If anyone has played the normal version of this, you will realize how unusual it is for these guys to last this long. Let's go with a meteorite here again. This should do pretty solid damage with that field effect and with Magus. Fortunately, Magus is a black, so I really hope that doesn't work. Oh, man. Screw you, freaking Wraiths. Don't you hate it when Wraiths just like come up to you and send your soul to hell? It always just puts a damper on my day. You have to claw your way back from hell. You have to get back into your body. You have to go to the hospital and get all your, you know... See how he's at 0? Now we're going to have to perform our own little triage hospital here and heal him back up. Wraiths are so rude, man. They need to learn some common courtesy. Alright, this door is locked. We're going to get another Wraith down this way. You know, I'm a little bit at a loss, Black Mage, as to what the 3 asterisks mean, so you might have to explain that one to me. It was probably a timing response that I missed, so... Alright, let's go ahead and... 4 Wraiths. This might be a bit of a trouble spot for us here. We might be on the struggle bus this time. If they all start casting Hell Soul, this is going to be a bad time. Let's go ahead and try to get rid of one of them to reduce their odds of Hell Souling us. Come on, Glenn. Stop missing, you bitch. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, crap. Ah, crap. Black Mage, you didn't clip my send the whites against the blacks. Oh, man. Alright. It was fun while it lasted, friends. I think my Twitch career is over. Alright, here's a Hell Soul. Oh no. Alright, that's a miss. Good times. Let's go ahead and... How do we do this real quick? Give me 1 second. I just want to figure out something. User actions. Maybe that'll fix that for you, Black Mage. Oh no. Oh no. My shout out is now the send the whites against the blacks message, huh? I'm real happy for the help, Black Mage. Thanks. You know, I've been neglecting to add a highlight to the shout out message, so thanks for taking care of that for me. Go ahead and get rid of this. We've had one Hell Soul miss so far, so hopefully we continue to be lucky here. Alright, we're good so far. Do another meteorite. Ooh, all we have left for him is Photon Ray, but that should do alright considering the field effect. Anti-white! Man, speaking of racism, jeez. I didn't know race were so anti-white. Bastards. Let's go ahead and hit another meteorite right here. He does has a sword now. When I get around to it, I'll actually add it to a couple other people here, but I think TJ sounds a little jealous to me. I don't know about you, Black Mage, but I'm getting a jealousy vibe off of this. Alright, let's go ahead and hit our last meteorite here. And a nice blast ought to do this. He should be pretty close to done after this. Hey, he's frozen, so even if he's not done, who cares? We're out of whites, we're out of blues, so let's just go ahead, dash and gash him. Well, I mostly just wanted Black Mage to be able to pull off his little troll there because I was pretty sure I understood what he was going for, so that was the reason he had to be modded right then and there. We can't allow a good troll to go unfulfilled. I mean, when you get right down to it, right? I mean, who can really troll you like your mods? No one else has much power to really troll you. You can just get rid of them if they're too much of a problem, but the mods. Fair point. It is a... Oh man, what's the term for that in, you know, English structure? A not always statement? Is that what that is? I'm trying to remember the correct term. This thing is the other thing, but not all of the other thing is the first thing. All apples are fruit, but not all fruit are apples. The term escapes me at the moment, but I'm sure we have no... I don't know. English professors in here who are gonna scream at me about it. We do have an English professor in here who wants to scream at me about it. Please, tell me the answer. I was watching a stream the other day and I was struggling to remember the term factorials, and I just, when someone finally pointed out the term factorial, I was like, oh yeah, geez, I'm a dummy. I appreciate the compliment, TJ. You're gonna make me blush and weep over here. Let me return the favor. All cool streamers are TJ, but not all streamers. I intentionally did that screwed that up, just in case anyone thought I fucked that up on accident. But not all TJs are cool streamers. It's true. It's true. Eventually, maybe I'll actually have a cam here, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan on public presentation. It takes willpower just to get me to actually talk to you people, let alone show my face. Phew, thanks for the help. Huh? Who are you? Oh yeah, you're the landlubbers we threw in the hold. But how did... I guess it doesn't matter now, so where do you plan to go? A key? I have no idea who has it. Yeah, that sounds about right, TJ. I wouldn't expect... Oops, I already came up this way. I wouldn't expect any less. For now, I'm taking the wolf route. We'll see if that changes at some point. Really, what's going to happen eventually is I'm going to have to figure out how to get my noise suppression working well enough that my bird can be in the room with me while I'm on stream. And then I'm going to have to set up a bird cam. And bird cam essentially will just be me cam, because while I'm doing something, bird always wants to be on my shoulder, so there is really no way for me to do bird cam without doing me cam. Yeah, I've gotten it down to the point where as long as I set him in the other room, you don't really hear him yelling during stream. But getting it actually to the point where he can be here with me is going to be a whole other kettle of fish. It probably, realistically, is going to require a much higher quality mic that can actually differentiate the sound levels much better than this. But, you know, we'll have to get there when we get there. I don't know if anyone has a pet bird or has been around, you know, pet birds very much, but, well, let's just say you would be very annoyed if he were in here with me right now. Oh, Myra has a bird. Okay, Myra has a bird that hates men. I'll have to talk to Myra and see if Myra has figured out the secrets to having the bird around while streaming. See if they can give me some tips. Arr, it got me. It's right there waiting. Damn it all. Parakeets are cute. I had a parakeet for a while. I've had several parakeets. Actually, my current bird used to have a buddy parakeet. They used to live together in the same cage. They were good friends. Let's see. Sorry. His name was Earp, like Wyatt Earp, and He was actually a rescue from a pet store. Someone returned. Actually, he was found in a little, like, I don't remember if it was a cardboard box or a small travel cage, something like that, behind the pet store. Someone dropped him off. And then the pet store was basically giving him away as like an adoption thing. And I took him, and he was a good little boy, but unfortunately, it seems like there might have been a reason they gave him away. It turns out, we found out after a couple of vet visits, within, I want to say about 2 years after he was surrendered, that he had cancer. So eventually he got worse, and he had to be put down for his own good. But he was a good boy. He was a good friend of my my current bird Veery. Veery is a canary-winged parakeet. I'm sure no one who is not familiar with birds will have any idea what a canary-winged parakeet is, but if you know what a green cheek conure is, basically that. Different coloration, but about the same size. More wraiths to get on our nerves. Oops, I did not mean to do that. That's okay, though. It's not like we were in any trouble there. We can just do that fight again. Let's grab this chest. One small annoyance about this game. It would probably be a good thing if there was a confirmation on the runaway command. It can be a little bit obnoxious when you accidentally use runaway. It's not the most useful feature in the world when you're 3/4 of the way through the fight and then you have to start over because you accidentally clicked a button. Wowzy zowzy, 46. It's a good thing we have plenty of heals and cures set up on our guys. Nice crit, Glenn. Let's go ahead and bush bash this guy. Alright, we've got a kneeling skeleton. We're almost there. Here's our mini star. We got a magic, a resistance, and a health for Surge. That's respectable enough. Health, strength, and magic resist for Magus. They really don't like giving Guile what he needs. I want a magic up every level. Don't care about anything else. Just give me magic ups. Glenn got some decent stuff. A little bit better resistance, higher strength. He's almost caught up to Surge now, so that's good. Before too long, he should be our highest strength character. What the hell is going on? Let's fight this guy. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Wraith first. Because if we don't get rid of the Wraith first, he might hellbound someone. Alright. Smack him with a wand. Of course he would interrupt the person who was attacking him. Why not, right? Let's go ahead and meteorite a Skelly. We are murdering Skelly's cousins here, but... well, they started it, so... let's go ahead and bush bash this guy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of it, considering he's our lowest magic power, and also there was a yellow on the field. That's okay. It's better than nothing. There's a dancing doggo. What's the dancing doggo for, Black Mage? I appreciate it. I just don't know what the meaning is in this context. Are you happy to watch me beat up on skeletons? Is that what's going on? Alright, we've got ourselves all cured up. We've got some iron. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. I'm not really a dancer, but you know, if that's your tack in life, be free. Sorry, but I don't have the key. I talked to this guy, but I don't think he mentioned the key. Okay, he won't mention the key. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of dancing. I'm one of those you know, nerdy guys who can't really do the rhythmic moving very well. All right, mage. Is this well, we'll see when you're back. All right, let's meteorite some guys. I need to get the lurk command set up. We'll work on doing that sometime soon here. Alright, so no hell souls, not hellbounds, are going to be coming. Let's go ahead and hit him with photon. Wow. MVP right there. Surge missed 3, what was it, 90 or 80s in a row. Again, XCOM numbers, baby. Right. We're all healed up. Let's talk to our friends here. By the powers. How did you guys get out? Ah, forget it. We have more serious matters to worry about. Huh? Now what? You can't get through here. Monsters are all over the deck. What? A key? Aye, mateys. Who's on key duty? Oh, I am. Want the key for the door downstairs, eh? Here you go. Alright, there's our key. Now we just have to make our way back. Like I said, as unintuitive as it seems, killing all the monsters on your way up can in fact be a time saver when it comes to this section of the game. Because then you don't have to go back and figure out who actually has the key. It will always be that guy at the end there, as long as you kill all the enemies and save all the pirates. Alright, let's go ahead and open up this door. And while we're here, let's just give ourselves a good old-fashioned save. Alright, I woke up I want to say 2 days ago with a sore throat. And I've been trying to get past it and you know, do the voices and stuff, but it's straining my voice a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break just for about 3 minutes here. And we're going to grab a nice cold water and we'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and unpause the game so that you can hear the beautiful music while we're gone. Be back in a minute. I apologize, folks. It looks like when I deselected the screen, it paused the game, so you didn't get to listen to the music. Let's just skip this Wraith. He doesn't matter. We're going to skip all these optional fights at this point because none of these guys really have anything to do that matters. Let's talk to Fatso here. In the name of Davy Jones, I can't believe you made it here. That's quite impressive, mateys. Would you like some of my homemade vitamin drink? Since we're all healed up and we don't have any status effects or anything, we're going to go ahead and say no right now. This is actually a random event. Sometimes he will heal you. Sometimes he will poison you. Sometimes it's never a good time to risk it when you don't need to. Come on, mateys, it'll put hair in your chest. Maybe next time then. Let's go ahead and turn off encounters because there are going to be a lot of wraiths here we need to dodge. And then there's a deadbeat down here that we can juke around. And another one. And then we'll go right up here. And there's a few deadbeats up here. Also, no need to fight them. Alright. Let's go ahead and fight this Wraith, though, just to get him out of our way, because we're going to have to do a little bit of running around with our little boy Pip here. Only one Wraith, so this will be a pretty quick little encounter to finish off here. Alright. Let's hit him with a meteorite again. Yes. You go after that guy who's your same innate color. That'll work out real well for you, buddy. Alright, like I thought, we're not getting bonuses from the fights anymore, so we're not going to worry about trying to get into fights much. No, Pip, come back! We are going to get rid of these Wraiths, though, because they're just annoying and they're just going to keep following us around if we don't get rid of them. Alright, let's see how much damage we can do with a meteorite here. Not bad, Magus, but, you know, you could be doing a lot better. Alright, we got ourselves a gravity blow, another thing we don't need more of. Pip, come back! No! Alright, we'll run up here and grab this chest real quick. Graviton! We will definitely be putting that on Magus after we're done in this area. There's Pip again. There's a capsule. Hey, Pip. Why do you keep approaching me? Can't you see I'm hiding? You want to know why I'm here? I'm a stowaway. I wanted desperately to see. When I woke up, there were monsters all over the place. It really scared me. Anyway, I want to see the world because all my life I've been locked up in a web. Can you broaden my view of the world? We are definitely going to take Pip, even though we are probably not going to use him because his special mechanic where he evolves through using elements and becomes a particular type of character depending on which elements you use, unfortunately was not fixed in the remaster. So he is still bugged, and it is still... how should we put it? It is still not always effective to evolve him. Pip joined your party. He will remain Pip, and he will not join the party for the moment. But that's okay. And he's not going to talk to us right now because he's mad at us for not having him join the party. I think it's just because they never wrote dialogue because they assumed you would take him with you. Alright, another photon beam. You know what? We didn't actually allocate that before, I don't think, so let's go ahead and look in here. We have a couple of empty slots, too. We completely forgot all about this. Okay, let's auto-allocate the whole party. And let's get rid of the tablet again, because as we already said, tablets are worthless. So we have photon rays, we have this. Let's go ahead and swap the magma over to an ice lance. We have recover all and a photon beam, that's good. Magma burst and ice blast. That's probably where they should go. We could give one of those to Magus. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of ice blast, magma burst actually. And we're gonna put the photon beam there. Then we're gonna go on over to Magus. We're gonna give him magma bomb. We'll keep graviton on him, even though it's not. You know what? We're not gonna do that. We are gonna have to fight a boss that is black and 8 soon, so we are going to go ahead and load Magus up with white, even though it rankles my soul to do so. We can keep Bad Eye though. No. Again, Magus is our damage guy. We don't want to neuter him by giving him all the status effects and heal items, and it's just not the correct move. Let's go ahead and put this up here. And now that he has 4 slots, we're going to move Bushwhacker up here. We're going to move Photon Ray here. Couple of Photon Rays. We have a heal, an arrow saucer, a magma bomb. I believe we're out of meteorites for the time being. Oh no, we actually do have more. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do the other way around. So here's the arrow saucer. Aqua Ball and Bush Basher, and then Aqua Ball and Fire Pillar. I don't believe we have any other level 4s that are unequipped. So that's fine. We can just go with the level 3s. It's good enough. Alright. Moving on up. You know, I guess, technically based on the orientation of the ship, we don't know its cardinal direction, but if we just assume the front of the ship is north, we are moving on up. Oh no, it's not the east side, it's the west side. I apologize. I apologize to all fans of that old sitcom. We are moving on up to the west side. Alright, we got some pirates fighting some ghosts up top. Aye, just in time, mateys. Look out! We're gonna have to fight, I believe it's a Wraith? It's not anything very intimidating. Yep, just a Wraith. Let's speed this up. Hit him with a beam of photons. A meteorite comes in from above. Alright, this guy should be done for any second now. We'll go ahead and smack him with another meteorite. He's hanging on. Alright, there we go. Now we'll have the boss in just a second here. And it'll be interesting. These random enemies have not been very challenging in this area with all our iron equipment. But it'll be interesting to see if the boss is. There are too many of them. Arr, you call yourselves sea dogs. Show some spirit. Huh? Captain, look out! Damn, mateys, go help the captain. And then Fargo shows off some crazy muscles here. Get your stinking ghostly hands off me. Arr, looks like we got a big one coming. Damn me arm. Your name's Serge, eh? Go take the wheel. Aye aye, Captain. I'm counting on you. Keep your heads high, mateys. Don't forget we be pirates aboard the SS Invincible. We are a pirate. Man your stations. It's time to show these monsters what we're made of. Aye aye, Captain. Surge, keep your head high. They're coming. Alright, looks like we're going to fight a horde of deadbeats, but no, in fact, we're going to fight a deadhead. Let this be a lesson to you. Do not go to too many... Oh man, I lost the thread of that joke there. I was going to say something about the band. Their fans call themselves Deadheads, but now I can't even remember the name of the band. It's all gone straight out of my brain. Alright, let's have Guile come in and smack him with a rod. Death's Odor. I have a feeling that's a little stinky there. So Surge is, I don't know, probably blinded. We'll see in a second. It's probably darkness. It could be the other black status effect, but it's probably darkness. Here we go with the Dark Breath. And now Glenn is definitely blinded. Yep, he has darkness on him. So let's go with a Meteorite here. Alright. Let's see. He's cursed. Yeah, okay. So we can't be using elements right now, because when he got hit, because of being cursed, that took away the last stamina he had. Let's see, we'll Meteorite this guy. And Glenn's gonna miss a lot, but that's okay. You know, he's almost hitting better at 48% than he was at, what was it, 86% or something? You know what? This guy is black, but screw it. An X strike for the win. Well, of course you would magic attack decrease the one guy who's all about magic attack. Sometimes I think this game has a little bit of insider trading going on with its spell effects. Alright, what is Guile suffering from? He is cursed. Shouldn't matter too much. We're just going to throw out a white here. Did I already use the white at the end? Yes, I did. Okay. So we're going to hit him with a normal Meteorite. He's pretty close to done for, so shouldn't be too bad here. Wow, that imbecile really hurt his damage there. Let's see what else we can do here. We'll go for a Photon Ray. It's probably not going to be super strong, but it's better than nothing. Woof, 10. You know what? Given that Surge is down for the count right now, what we're actually going to do, we don't want Surge to miss a growth level. So we're actually going to run away. And we're going to take stock of our elements real quick. And go ahead and turn on no encounter, just because. Ha! I can't believe you would flee. Get it together, matey. Get back on the wheel once you're ready. Alright, so we're going to go into our elements. And we're going to get ourselves healed up. So we're all healed. We don't have any lingering status effects, so that's good. We are going to double check all our equipment here. So we have iron, steel. We still have the copper helmets, obviously. Let's see. Is it the best thing to do on him? What we might want to do is remove the Dragoon's armor from Surge. We have the improved magic defense there. We're going to remove all this equipment real quick. We're going to see who has... Okay, so if we give him that, that's 83. Magic attack goes up by a little bit. That's probably not the most useful thing. I think we're going to go ahead and give him the Sight Scope. And then probably the Power Glove, I think, might be the best thing to do here. We definitely want Magus, who has, yes, currently the worst hit percentage. So he's definitely going to take... Well, we need to give him the magic ring. There's no question that he needs the magic ring. We are, I think, going to also give him the Dragoon's armor, honor, though. That will get his attack up. He'll be actually higher attack than Glenn at that point. That's kind of funny. But most importantly, his hit percentage will be up there with everyone else's, so that's looking good. 84% is a good baseline. Silver earrings, always useless. We will do magic defense on Surge because he's the most vulnerable. And then I think we're going to go ahead and give the attack power to Surge, because that way he will have the highest attack power of the group. We're going to leave the Iron Dress for now. I would rather have Iron Mail, but unfortunately we don't have another piece of Iron Mail, so that's not going to work for us right now. We're just going to have to rely on the evasion percentage a little bit. What are we missing for Glenn? We can do a little bit more defense. What's everyone else's defense? Yeah, he does have the lowest defense right now, so why not give him the defense? Alright. Now let's double check our elements real quick. We're going to go back over here and we're going to sort by innate, and we're going to make sure that every single white that is possibly useful is in use. Let's see. So we have a photon ray and a meteorite that can come in. I think we are going to give Surge another meteorite. He'll keep the heal. That'll be useful. We have the revive, the cure, the photon ray. Let's go with the recover all, the photon beam, ice blast. Yeah, I think we're mostly good here when it comes to Surge's elements. Although, I mean, what? I don't think we want to risk using a magnify, just because with black and given how Surge fared last time, if we magnify the fight, we could run into some real trouble with Surge getting wiped out. Let's go ahead and keep this the way it is, I think. We have a bushwhack. Let's go ahead and replace this photon ray, or this bushwhacker with a photon ray. Heal, arrow saucer, meteorite. We don't have any more meteorites to use, so we won't bother with that. Aqua Ball, Bush Basher, that's probably as good as we're going to get there, and then we have the Fire Pillar and another Aqua Ball. I think what we will do, we're never going to use this Fire Pillar, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, actually, let me see, does anyone have any reds on them at all? Guile has the one red from Magma Burst right there. So let's go ahead and, just for the sake of synergy, in case we end up having to resort to it, let's make this one a Fire Pillar. We probably won't use the Magnify, like I said, but you know what? We might as well have it, just in case it becomes relevant. What we could do, I think we are going to do this. We're going to use a turn blue, and then what we can do is we can throw out those reds and actually do some damage. So we'll go ahead and make that a red, make that a red, and make this a red. He cannot be frozen, so there's no reason to really worry about Ice Blast at this point. We will go with... unfortunately we don't really have a good alternative to place here. Let's go with a Photon Ray plus 3. It's whatever. And then we have this red to take advantage of that. So, our new strategy in this fight will be to use that turn blue and get ourselves set up with our reds and our whites both as his elemental weakness. If I can ever use this wheel... Alright, here we go. Come on, Deadhead. Can anybody out there remember the damn name of that band? Whose fans call themselves Deadheads? It's driving me crazy now. Feel free to interrupt at any time to tell me that information. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and hit him with a photon ray first, because there's a black on the field, and we would like to maybe save the photon beam for when it will be most useful. Hey look, diminish. So we don't even need to worry about the elemental effectiveness anyway, because it's already halved and there's nothing we can do about it. So, unfortunately, there is still an... I want to think it's a bug in the coding of this game, but it has been this way since the beginning and they've never fixed it, so I don't know, maybe it's intentional. But if you cast Diminish or Magnify, it will stay for the duration of the battle, and you cannot overwrite it. Whichever one goes off first, that's the way it is for the rest of that battle. So our elements are going to be doing half damage, and there's nothing we can do about it at this point. Alright, let's go ahead and... Now that we have him blue as well, we're going to go ahead and go in with a dash and slash. This will help to turn the color, and also it's a physical-based attack, so the elemental damage reduction won't be as severe. And then we're going to go ahead and hit him with a meteorite. Try to keep this board going white as much as possible. And now he is black and blue. Hey, look at that. I didn't even do that on purpose, but it makes sense. We made him black and blue. Alright, so we will go ahead and hit with some more whites. If we get to the point where we run out of whites, we will then transition to some reds. No elements for Surge because he doesn't have the resources at the moment, so he will defend. And you know what? It's better than he imbeciles Surge than he imbeciles Magus. Alright, we've gotten most of our stamina back. Go back to Surge. And let's hope he can land a damn hit one of these days. We're gonna go ahead and everyone is a little hurt. So in order to heal everyone and also to keep the white field effect going, we're gonna do a heal all. Alright, everyone looks good. It looks like Magus must have gotten cursed then, because he definitely wasn't blinded there. Not with those percentages to hit. Let's go ahead and hit him with a red. Alright, not great, but better than it would have been if you weren't changed to blue. Let's go ahead and go in with a red again. Alright, he's a limpy boy, and Surge is still up, so we're doing better than we did last time. Another status ailment infliction here. Hit him with the photon beam. Pretty wimpy damage on that one, but that's okay. He was imbeciled, and Diminish is in effect as well. Meteorite coming in. It should be close to finishing him off. He's got to be fairly close now. Another imbecile. All my team members are definitely not stacking the intelligence stats this time around. Alright, we got him. That wasn't so bad. 2 tries to take out this boss on the hard mod. That's not so terrible. We're now growth level 11. Let's see if we get what we want. We want... Let's see, what are our stats right now? Preferably we would get a decent amount of HP for all of them. That's always nice to have. But probably the most important thing for Surge right now would be either magic or agility, maybe. His strength is pretty good. We don't need to worry about that too much. Magus, we always want a magic boost, and Glenn, we always want a strength boost. Hey, look, magic and magic resist. That's pretty good. No magic for Magus again. I sort of get the feeling we're going to end up short of his hard cap by the time we're done with this playthrough. Glenn, we are at strength and resistance. Yeah, that's solid. We're happy about that. Let's see. Let's recover our HP real quick. A Hell Soul's not going to do us any good. Looks like the sea's back to normal, mateys. You said you were heading to Fort Dragonia to go after Viper and his men. Let me give you some advice. Mount Pyre is a fiery hell. Without any protection against fire, you'll lose strength fast. I suggest you go see the Water Dragon for his divine protection first. Although I haven't heard much about him recently. I wonder if that dragon's still alive. Actually, I haven't heard much about the other dragons either. And those monsters we just beat. What's going on nowadays? I tell ya, even the sea seems to have changed its nature. It's probably because we human folks have come around. You are a pirate, are you not? You are a pirate. I know everyone's probably real sick of that by now, but I can't help it. In the name of Davy Jones, what have we done? Alright, so we got ourselves a pirate friend there. What we are going to do is we're going to go over to Water Dragon Isle. And of course, it's all going to be dried up. It's hard to believe, but according to the fairies here, the legendary dragon god really exists. That thick wall of ice blocking the entrance to the underground cavern proves it. El Nido sure is full of mysteries. I don't know that a wall of ice proves that the dragon god is real, but, you know, whatever, man. Have you come to this island? Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to do fairy voice here. Have you come to this island seeking the dragon god? If so, please turn back now. Due to the abnormal weather conditions, the fountain has run completely dry. This island, once called the Island of Springs, is desolate, as you now see. Alright, so, what we have to do, given that we have no way to go and talk to the dragon god, given that it's all frozen over back there, we have to go check on Kid. Back to Galdove. Oh no. What is going on? Where is Kiddo? Do not tell me she... Search. It is not your fault. Fake out. Wait, what are you guys all doing here? It's been a while, eh? What's with the astonished looks on your faces? Huh? What? Where was I? Oh. I complained about this stupid gown, but they hid me own clothes somewhere to stop me from trying to escape. So I had no choice but to take a walk around the village looking like this. Anyway, what's up with you guys? Did you come back because you were worried about me? Heh, I ain't gonna drop dead from a Weeko poison like that. But I guess it was a pretty close call this time, eh? But how did you neutralize the poison? Sorry, I haven't the foggiest idea either. Doc will be back this afternoon, so let's ask him then. Rose, you're here to ask me how I was able to neutralize the poison, dudes? Aye. There's nothing to lose by knowing how, right, Doc? It was a coincidence, bros. No, it was probably an act of fate. After you left the village, a young man came to visit me upon hearing of the patient's condition from a villager. He had brought a certain item with him. A certain item, you do not mean? Yes, it was Hydra Humor, bros. He happened to have a vial of it with him at the time. Hey Doc, who was that guy? Do you at least know his name? Sorry, bros, I do not know. He only told me that he came from the mainland. Came from the mainland? Tusk, at least give me a chance to thank him, sheesh. I hate being in debt to others. Ah, hell, when I find him I'll... Wait, that's not what I want to do. That's all I know, bros. In the end, I proved useless as a doctor. It is not something that could be forgiven, but I offer my apologies. Oi, wait, Doc. What's with the formality? No matter what else happened, you're the one that made the antidote, right? Would have been useless without you even if we did have the right stuff. Thank you, kiddo, broheim. Oi, stop that. I'm the one that should be thanking you. No worries, Doc. Well, the only thing that bugs me is the guy that brought that humor, was it? Heh, I guess I caused you blokes a heap of trouble too. Hey, don't worry. I'm no good at this, but thanks. So what are you dudes planning next, bro? Do you intend to continue on your journey? That's right, we still got things to take care of. We'll be leaving by tomorrow. Surge has a lot of problems that need to be solved. Then will you allow me to join your party? I'd like to broaden my horizons as a doctor. Will I be of much of a nuisance to you? Well, having a doctor with us would be a great help. Besides, how can I turn down a request from me lifesaver? We'll be more than happy to have you along. Doc joined your party, dude. Thank you kindly, bros. It has gotten late and I need to make preparations. It would probably be better if we leave tomorrow, bros. Please rest here for the night. Alright. So we got ourselves a doc who kinda isn't very useful, but that's okay. I see. So what's been going on while I was snoozing away here? You say Viper and his mob are headed for Fort Dragonia. Did you hear? Fort Dragonia is the oldest ruin that the Dragonians left on this planet. From what I hear, we need the Dragon Tier to activate the fort. Don't you remember, Surge? It's that blue orb that was on top of old Viper's desk. A blue orb? Yes, I remember. Great, so I don't have to waste my breath explaining it then. If I ain't mistaken, that orb was probably the Dragon Tier, which means that it's in the hands of old Viper right now. I cannot believe it. The General has the Dragon Tier, but why? To activate the ruin, there's no doubt about that. In any case, we can't just sit back and let this happen. An impenetrable fortress surrounded by rough terrain, and I hear it is also sealed with the power of the Dragonians. Is the General trying to stop the poor military with it? Even I don't know that, but I wouldn't say that it's not a possibility. Then we must head to Fort Dragonia. Unfortunately, Mount Pyre is a rugged obstacle that lies on the path to the fort. From what I have heard, the place is a fiery hell. Trying to cross the mountain unprepared will be hard going. Come to think of it, the captain said we should obtain the divine protection of the water dragon. But the water source of Water Dragon Isle has run dry. Even the fairy said that the water dragon is no longer in this world. Does that mean we have to climb Mount Pyre on our own? Dragons, eh? This is getting bigger by the minute, but I think this problem can be easily taken care of. What do you mean by that? Surge, you hold the key to our problems. You heard the story from the village shaman, right? The story about the land of Genesis? Kiddo, are you talking about the other world? The world where Surge came from? Aye, that's right. The situation in each world is different, right? Things missing in one world can be found in the other. If that's true, then we still stand a chance. But how are we going to get to the other world? My amulet? Amulet? Aye, my Astro amulet. It's the other key to solving our problem. I don't know if you've heard from the shaman, but you need lots of power to cross the dimensions. She said it was something about the powers of hope and will. According to the shaman, this amulet has that sort of power. Normally I would have just thought she was crazy, but this time, maybe I ought to listen to her. The amulet alone ain't enough to cross dimensions, though. We need the other key to make the connection between this world and the other world. A connection. So you were saying that Surge is this key? According to the shaman, yeah. Someone that's not supposed to be in this world. They're the link to a world that was severed 10 years ago, aye. The missing piece of the puzzle. That's the lowdown. The rest is up to you, Surge. First we need to get that divine protection or whatever from the water dragon. Well, I don't know about you, but I probably don't need no dragon's protection to get me through hot water. We gotta head to the land of Genesis, the place where this all began. Only you know where that is. Before we go, I'll leave this in your keeping for a while. But don't you dare lose it on me. So in previous episodes of this playthrough, I tried to do an Australian accent for kids, and it went terribly awry. So we are fully committed to the Irish now. We are not trying to hide the Irish. The Irish is what we are doing. Surge received the astral amulet. Alright, let's go to the place where this all began. Kiddo rejoined. Alright. Unfortunately, Guile, we need our thief back. Alright, so let's go ahead and allocate some stuff. That's not what we want. Let's go ahead and remove our elements. Oh, he's up here. I don't know why I'm looking down there. Remove all our elements. And then fix his equipment back to copper. I think we're going to go ahead and give him back the copper rod even. Alright. Get rid of the helmet. Well, actually, we're going to go ahead and give Kid the iron vest. And we're going to give Surge the iron mail. There we go. We're going to unequip all our copper helmets because I think we probably, let's check real quick. How much iron do we have? Yeah, we have plenty of iron. We can upgrade all our helmets to iron now. That'll be a bit of a boon for us. Let's go ahead and unequip all of our accessories real quick. Because what we want to do is see which ones we're going to use and which ones are useful to dismantle. We're all up to iron equipment in all these ways. Okay. This is the copper. We can go ahead and actually get rid of the copper pot because we're never really going to use Masha. It's not possible to get rid of the sea swallow. Let's give... Who was it? Who was it that we gave the glove to? Was it No, it was Neopheo. That's right. Go ahead and downgrade the glove real quick. So we have a copper pot. Hey, thanks, White. I appreciate the help. Yeah, I was struggling to remember if it was Neopheo or if it was Mojo or Skelly. Could be any of those. So many people use gloves in this game. It's kind of one of my few complaints about this game is they needed to introduce some sort of other weapon type other than that glove that I think it's 11 characters are equipped with a glove in this game. They could have gone a bit more creative than that. Let's see. So all of this equipment is there. Matcha. Let's go ahead and equip her with that just for the heck of it. So we have our iron, iron, iron. Okay. Actually, you know what? I mean, it's a fair point, Wolf. Although that being said, what the hell is a wolf doing using gloves? Like, what do you use gloves for, man? And how do you fit gloves over your paws? Fair enough. There's still much to be learned in this world, dudes. Got ourselves a dock, but I don't think we care about paying attention to him. His equipment is just gonna be copper, I assume. Oh man, he has steel. What we might have to do, yeah, we're gonna definitely give him copper mail. Ha! That's good. That's good, White. Go ahead and put yourself another mark on your terrible joke board. We're gonna make a copper shop because we want a spare so that we can swap one over to Lucia swap that iron over to Lucia if we want to. Let's go ahead and find shot here. Where's shot? Well, this guy can't make shot. Okay, well, we'll just go to Termina then. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, this guy can only make copper. We are going to double check. I don't remember for sure if the element options in Guldove have changed since Kid has come back to us. So we're going to double check real quick. Tablets, capsules, medicines, antidotes, braces. Hey, Cure Plus. Hell yeah. Let's get 2 of those. Recover alls. Let's go ahead and I would say it's worth having probably another 2 of those so that we can have 3 total. Actually, we're going to get 1 more Cure Plus, so we'll have 3 total of those as well. Gravitons, we're going to get ourselves a total of 4 of those. Hellsoul and Hellbound. Well, Hellsoul doesn't really matter, but let's get ourselves 1 Hellbound just for the hell of it. Aha, just for the hell of it. I didn't actually do that on purpose, Wolf, but, you know, you can add a tally if you want. Let's go with a couple of photon beams and a couple of meteor showers. Let's give ourselves 1 more, actually. Now, all these buff-debuff elements we're not really going to worry about, but what we are going to do, these are some nice traps. I'm not sure when, trying to think when it will actually be relevant to use traps. I think what we're going to do is, since we have so much money, we're just going to buy 1 of each of these traps, just in case we come across someone. And we can get ourselves some early level 5, 6, and summons. That would be nice. What we are going to do, however, let's see, we have 1 Ice Blast, 1 Bush Basher, 1 Turn White, Magnify is fine. Aqua Ball, we have 3, that's a good amount. Anything that we have probably too many of, yeah, let's definitely get rid of a heal. Anything more than 6 on the standard elements and more than 10 on the status effect use elements are probably not worth our time. We're not going to go ahead and sell off tablets because it's much more efficient to use them to trade with for crafting materials. So we'll go for that route. We'll get rid of 1 Magma Bomb. Magma Bombs are kind of pointless at this point in the game anyway. I think I skipped a bunch of stuff there. Yes, I did. So many Arrow Saucers. Let's reduce the count of those a little bit. Uplifts, we can get rid of 1 of those. Let's get rid of... You know what? Let's keep the capsules. They're level 3, so that'll be useful on trading in as well. Gravity Blows. So many of those as well. Hellsoul. We can keep 5 of those. Our Turn Black and our Graviton and our Blackout and our Nostrum. Those are all good. Let's get rid of 1 Meteorite. Oh man. Not to toot my own horn, but when I was younger, I was a crazy fast blader. I never really got the hang of roller skates, but roller blades, that's another story. Let's see. So we have photon beams, we have meteor showers, we have our traps. We're good. We have our one revive, which... Let me think for a second. I'm fairly sure... No, we will not be able to go and get the other revives yet because that will have to wait until the big story change coming up. Okay. We have a turn blue and a fire pillar. Okay. I think we're good on elements now. What we are going to do is... Alright, we already removed his. Good. So we're going to go ahead and remove... we're going to auto-allocate the whole party. I did that foolishly. We need to remove Glenn's. Because what we want to do, since we're going into Fireland, we're going to bring Lena along. So we need to make sure all of this is good. Iron vest, iron mail, iron mail. We actually have an extra iron mail now, so I think what we might do is actually dismantle that iron to use for other purposes. We'll figure that out later. We're not in desperate need of iron this second. So we have our elements going. Now we are going to have to go and get the blessing of the water dragon. You know what? While we're here, let's see if there's anything worth trading for. We have plenty of eyeballs. We could get ourselves one more humor. Why not? Get rid of some tablets in the process and get ourselves the humor. We have plenty of feathers, leathers, fangs. A carapace might be useful. Let's get ourselves one more carapace. So we're going to go ahead and use the capsules that we have first. 2 of those. That'll turn down those levels a bit. We accidentally bought a second free fall trap, so we'll go ahead and use up 1 of those. And you know what? Let's use up a hell soul. We don't need 5 hell souls. Actually, let's go ahead and use up a few hell souls. What else do we not need more of? I think what we might end up doing is finishing this off with tablets. Yeah. There we go. So now we have another carapace. I think we're doing alright on crafting materials now. Board the boat. We're going to head over to Termina. And then what we need to get, like I said before, I need to make copper shot. That will allow us to freely move around that 1 iron shot we have. Just find our shot here. Here we go. Use the copper shot. And I think iron, we have everything we need in iron now. We have the iron rod left in our inventory. We don't need any picks, and we won't for a while. We have our steel sword. We have, yes, the steel weapon equipped on Lena. Oh, we should unequip that iron on Skelly there. So we'll go ahead and make a copper real quick. Unless, I might have already had a copper, I might have screwed that up, but we'll see. If we waste 1 copper making an extra glove, I don't think it's the end of the world. We have quite a few copper at the moment. So where's Skelly now? He's down towards the bottom. There we go. Iron glove becomes copper glove. We did not have a spare one. Okay. We will also give him the copper mail. So now we have a spare iron glove, more than 1. Well, since there are so many people that use gloves, we might as well go ahead and keep it that way. The spare iron we probably don't need, considering we have One iron mail, an iron vest, an iron mail. We could always give Kiddo the iron mail, but we'll leave her with the iron vest, and we'll just leave the iron mail for now. We'll make that decision later. What we are going to do... Let's see. We don't want to get rid of those. We don't want to get rid of those. So we can get an iron if we get rid of the silver earring. We are definitely going to do that because it is useless anyway. The poultice cap will be somewhat useful where we're going next, so we'll keep that for now. Dragoon's Honor will be worth... Okay, well that's... I'm gonna have to lower Automod's pedanticity, because that is in no way beyond the pale of allowability as far as jokes go. So you're good, Wolf. Yeah, that's an interesting... What do we think? Do we think they were upset at the use of bi as a potential slur on sexuality, or do we think they were upset at the use of pedal as it's linked to another word that I probably shouldn't say? I'm gonna guess that it's the bi part that they didn't like. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's probably true. Let's go ahead and forge ourselves a few helmets. We have enough iron now. We can get away with forging 3 iron helmets. And then we can get rid of our coppers. Let's see how much copper we have right now, because they're only worth 90, so if we need copper... Oh, we have plenty of copper. So let's just sell off the copper helmets. Alright. I'm tempted to get rid of the silver loop. Let's see what the dismantle of that is. Copper and fur. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the silver loop, because we have the sight scope and we have the Dragoon's Honor, which are both better. It's always tempting to sell off the Dragoon's Honor or to dismantle it, but I think it's too good to get rid of. The magic is going to be useful. The knee pad. What will the knee pad dismantle into? Copper and leather. If we sell it, we only get 152, so I don't think it's worth getting rid of that now. Silver pendant and power glove. Silver pendant is copper, power glove is copper. Yeah, okay. So I think we have all of our accessories figured out now. Let's go ahead and equip our new helmets. And actually, one of these 3 we're going to give the poultice cap. We'll go ahead and give Kid the poultice cap. Only because... Actually, you know what? We won't do that, because we have to go get the Water Dragon's Blessing first. We'll do that after. So let's see what we have now. We have a Dragoon's Honor, which is attack power, hit percentage, and magic power. That's going to go on... Probably. Actually, we're going to give Glenn the sight scope because he has the lowest hit percentage. That brings him in line with Surge. If we then give him... Yes, if we then give him the Dragoon's Honor, he will have a better hit percentage, better magic attack, and attack. That makes him pretty good overall. What we need for Kid is probably the magic ring, since she has the lowest. That's correct. And then defense. How is our defense looking? We can probably give Kid the defense. Or do we want to give Kid magic defense? Let's give Kid magic defense because that's going to be relevant soon. So there's magic defense. And that leaves a knee pad and a power glove for Surge. Which, that's never a bad plan. Since we're going to be going and fighting blues first, I forgot about that. We are going to want to keep Glenn for now. And then we can worry about the switching over to Lena when we go into Mount Pyre. I think all of this is looking good so far. Cure Firewall, Bushback, Photon Ray, Heal, Arrow Saucer, Magma Bomb. This will all be useful. Magma Bomb not so much, but we're going to fight blues, so we might as well. Let's go by innate. Let's find our reds here. I think we should get rid of this blue here, and we're gonna go ahead and give him a... Where's a meteorite, or meteor shower? They must all be on Surge. I could have sworn I bought multiple meteor showers. Where'd they all end up? Hellbound and meteor shower, not a terrible choice there. Magnify's fine. Fire Pillar, recover all, that's all good. Heal. 2 magma bombs and arrow saucer. It's unfortunate, but it's probably the best choice there. We will leave the gravity blow. We will get rid of... We will go ahead and give her a cure, even though she is red. And that's not optimal. It's just what we're going to have to do because tablets are worthless. Cure, Fireball, Photon, Heal. We have our Recover. We have our Bat Eye, which should go down at the first level. And then we'll give you... You know what? We're going to do this. I'm getting sick of hunting down all the spells I need on these different people. So what we're going to do, we're going to auto-allocate one by one and then fix it. So here's, we need a Cure for Kid. And there's her Revive, and there's a couple Fireballs. That'll be good. Then we have a Heal, a couple Magma Bombs, and a Meteorite. Since Magma Bomb isn't very good, we're going to go ahead and replace one of these with a Gravity Blow. Recover all Fire Pillar, Magma Burst, Meteor Shower, and Magnify. That makes sense. I'm okay with this setup. Actually, we're going to swap this just a little bit. Magma Burst is going to become the highest. And this is going to become a Hellbound. And then we will swap those two like that. Alright. So Kid's pretty well set up. Glenn. Auto-allocate. Get rid of the tablets. Tablets are crap. We'll go ahead and give him Bushwhacker. And we want to give him a Fireball. Alright. We have Heal, Arrow Saucer, Magma Bomb. That's fine. Recover all Bush Basher. This is where we move the Bad Eye down like we did last time. So we'll actually do it in place of Gravity Blow. Gravity Blow is not going to really matter. And in place of this Gravity Blow, we'll actually do a Meteor Shower. Bush Basher, Recover All, and his final one was Magnify. That's fine. We can live with that. Let's auto-allocate Surge. Get rid of his tablet. Who has the Revive? Kid has the Revive. Let's actually remove that. And let's give it to Surge. Surge is our most survivable person, therefore he is the one who is most likely to revive someone else. Let's go ahead and give him a Fireball. And then we have Magma Bomb, a couple Meteorites. This looks good so far. Recover all Photon Beam, Meteor Shower. We can live with a Panacea for now. That's not going to hurt anything. We'll go ahead and keep the Magnify. And then right here, we will go ahead and give her a Gravity Blow right here because she is... Actually, you know what? We're not going to fight any whites. So we'll give her a Photon Ray so that she can synergize better. And then this one will actually be a Magma Bomb. think we're looking pretty good now. Alright. Cure Plus. Who do we want to give a Cure Plus or two? I think both Surge and Glenn should probably have a Cure Plus. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then we'll take... Where did Bush Basher end up when we took it off? It's right there. It will end up his final ability. And this Photon Beam will be replaced by a Cure Plus. Which means we can swap this Meteor Shower to the end and replace this right here with a Photon Beam. And I think we're all set up now for our next adventure. Alright folks, it's almost time, so I think I'm actually going to call it here. When next we come back, same bat channel, same bat time, we will be heading to Water Dragon Isle. We're going to actually go ahead and run down to the beach and transfer dimensions real quick, because we might as well get that over with before we forget. Let's get on our boat here and run down. Alright. La Paz Beach. Yeah, so this is it. The point of contact and the starting point. This is the cross point. What do we do now, Surge? Well, we walk up to here and find the little glowy spot, just like in every game ever. A wormhole that crosses dimensions. The world's calling you, Surge, calling the lost piece of the puzzle. So this is the dimensional wormhole that connects the two worlds. And we'll go ahead and use our Astral Amulet and drop through a hole in the film of reality. Sounds like a rough time, if I'm being honest. Alright, now that our friends are back with us. Ah, that was it? So now we are in the other world. I still cannot believe it, though. Alright. We have made it home. Let's go ahead and save over this pirate ship save. Alright folks, it was a good time. I hope to see you all next time. As I said, same bat channel, same bat time, although actually that's not quite true because it'll be Monday, not Friday. But you know, close enough. I hope you've been enjoying this. If you have been enjoying watching me get my ass kicked by random mobs in a game that isn't usually very hard, please follow and check the schedule for the next cast. Let's see who is online right now, so we can find who we want to raid. If we head on into here, if we head on... Still getting used to this whole going and raiding thing. I always forget where to go in the menu. You know what? Off stream, I'll actually figure out how I do this again. Ah, there we go. I found it. All right. Who's online that we can go and bother here? It looks like actually no one that I follow or follows me is online right now. So let's go ahead and find someone new to raid. Who is streaming Chrono Cross right now? Okay. Let's find someone who doesn't have 30-something people watching. Well, it looks like there aren't many options, so we're going to go ahead and go with this right now. I hope you all had a good time, and please come back next time where we will be pushing onwards to the water dragon, and eventually our way will be going into Mount Pyre, and after that we will head on into Fort Dragonia. Take care, all.
Yes, if it is your wish, Miss Stina. Arcanius! Did I say that right? Welcome on in, everybody! How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Did I say your name right? Arcanius? I'm the worst. I'm sorry. You were playing Chrono Cross? Where are you? Tell me everything. Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Harlequin Jester, if you don't know me. I am a chaotic entertainer where you have entered the Chaos Castle. I'm sorry, I'm out of it today. Where it's 2% gameplay, 98% whatever the hell else. Welcome on in. You might have an ad, if I'm guessing, because they haven't spoke. Or verification. Did I turn off my verification thing? I hope so. But yes, anyone who is new here, thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate you. Sorry, my nose is so stuffy right now. Jesus, Toast, it's okay. Toast, knock it off with all